I was actually planning to make a video about my dad's broken Nikon One Touch from 1986, but it's going to take like 2 or 3 weeks to get repaired, so here we are with something else. After another lunch at my parents' house with my mom's Canon A1 still yet to be found and my dad's Nikon One Touch still gone for repairs, I asked my mom about the film camera that I remember most vividly from my early childhood before she made the switch to digital. When I mentioned the Mickey Mouse sticker on the back of it, she knew exactly what camera I was talking about, and she did know where this one was, so she brought it out. Lo and behold, the Canon EOS Rebel XS. I never would have remembered that. A little history according to the Canon website and the manual that came with this. This camera dropped in September 1993, and at the time it was the world's smallest and lightest 35mm autofocus single lens reflex. Say that 3 times fast. But it really does weigh practically nothing. It's bigger but lighter than the mirrorless Olympus that I'm filming this with right now. In Japan, the official name was the Canon Kiss, which is a lot more approachable and memorable than the EOS Rebel XS, right? But it's very user-friendly, so that made it popular for families and young mothers, my own included, of course. What I remember most about this specific camera is the Mickey Mouse sticker on the back, because we used to have passes to Disneyland and we would go all the time before it was crazy expensive like it is now. Anyway, my mom doesn't remember where she bought the camera, but it was sometime right after I was born because she wanted to upgrade in order to have better photos of me in the early stages. After she brought out the camera, she also still had all of the original packaging, which is super cool. Very 90s with this like Keith Haring tennis ball painting situation. Express yourself. Express yourself. And these booklets. One is the instruction manual, and the other one is about the different Canon EF lenses. And it has some cool tips and tricks for, how to get good shots. But some of it's kind of funny. This one's my favorite about the sunsets. Since you can't approach the sun to get a larger image, using a telephoto zoom lens is the next best thing. Honestly, I'd rather just get closer to the sun. She also found this value pack of film from Costco, which actually expired in 2007. I have not shot with 35mm since I was like 17 or 18 with the Canon A1. So I'm going to do something crazy and try this expired film with this camera, because I've read that you can get cool effects when it's expired. I got some brand new 123 batteries, so let's load this thing up. I'm really excited. My mom always told me if you catch the beginning of a roll of film just right, sometimes you can get an extra 1 or 2 exposures, so let's see what happens. Oh shit. She's counting. Okay, well, we got 36, which is fine. So the general rule of thumb for expired film is to set the ISO on the camera to 1 stop lower than the box speed per decade. So in this case, that's 400. We're gonna go over here to the ISO. So we're gonna do 250. That way the camera will think that the film is less sensitive. And another thing that I've heard a lot about is to slightly overexpose the shots when shooting. Typically with my Olympus I shoot in aperture priority, so I'm going to try that one first. So over here you can adjust the aperture on the dial, and then to change the exposure you hold this down. So we're going to overexpose by like 1 or 2 stops to make up for the expired film. I'm super excited to try this out over the next few days, and we'll see how it goes. I just took the last exposure and the camera automatically rerun the film. Alright, moment of truth here. So I'm about to take this over to base camera, and I don't think it'll take as long to develop because it's just 35mm.
The next day.
I already got the email from Bill's camera, so let's check out my photos. Now, as always, I haven't even opened this, so these are going to be my genuine reaction to the shots. Oh, they're backwards. Oh, wow. Ooh. Oh my god, I love it. Oh shit, this is cool. That was like a long exposure. Wow. No, this is super cool. I mean, a lot of these are really, really good. Who is this strange person? Wow. I love it. Okay, so this might not be the most exciting set of photos you've ever seen, but personally, I really love how these turned out, and I feel like 15 out of 36 is pretty good. And now I have some unique shots for my website with the Sad Sandwich shirts, which is my graphic novel. Just a subtle little promo here. If you want to read the first chapter, I'll leave a link in the description. Anyway, I didn't really know what to expect with the expired film from 2007, especially because I haven't even shot with non-expired film in such a long-ass time. But the washed out, subtle grain, and warm feel is so good. I freaking love it, and I'm so happy that I have 6 other rolls to play around with. I'm so happy that my mom let me have this badass camera, and I think it's really cool that the camera from the early days of my life, with my small family of just my parents and me, is now something that I can use with my own little family of just my boyfriend and our cat. Thank you for watching, and I really hope that you enjoyed this video. If you did, please feel free to leave a like and subscribe if you want to see more videos like this one. I've recently found some other cool cameras from my family's history. So, I have some pretty exciting things to share with you soon. Okay, thanks, bye.